Hey guys, what's up? It's Ladders to Nowhere. Got a chance to play a little Black Ops tonight before I came into work. Probably about an hour and a half or so I got to play. Recorded every game actually. This is the first on the list, so I figured I'd pull this one up. So that's the gameplay. Tonight I thought I would talk about a story from my past that's pretty entertaining. I don't feel I talk enough honestly and truly about myself, so I thought I would give a little story. Maybe you guys would be a little entertained, think it's a little funny. So I have been a member of the IAM BME community since probably 2000, 2001, roughly somewhere around there, and in that time I met a lot of people. A lot of these people are entertaining, they're fun, they're unique. I live in upstate New York, and about 2.5 hours away is Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Now, Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania used to have I don't know if they still do, they used to have a tattoo convention called Inking the Valley that was put on by, Mark's Tattoo down there. And it was took place in a hotel. There were two separate convention rooms in this hotel. One was the actual tattoo convention where they had the tattoo artists set up and vendors and stuff like that. And the other convention room was the sideshow gathering. They had an annual sideshow gathering, sword swallowing, just basically sideshow acts. Lizard Man, Insectivoria, people like that would come and perform their shows, and it was a really good time. The reason I mentioned BME is I knew some people from BME that were going to be at the tattoo convention one year. It's one kid named, I won't get into full names, but a kid named Jeff that lived in Rockaway, worked in New York City for a tattoo supplier that also ran a bookstore, basically. And he was running the book booth at the convention. And so Jeff and I, we talked a lot on BME, and before we went we said, hey, I'm going to be there, let's hang out, everything else. Now, if any of you have ever been to a tattoo convention, you know that there are big parties at night, basically. Everybody does their thing during the day, the night's the time to unwind. So Jeffrey and I and my ex-girlfriend and Jeff's roommate, who also worked at the booth, basically just partying one night, just having a good time. Got pretty fucking inebriated. All of us did. Pretty bad. I think my ex was the only somewhat sober-minded one. So we went out to the bars, we did all that, and then we found a private party back at the hotel. One of the smaller little convention rooms on the third floor or whatever. Mark's, who put on the convention, actually had that reserved, and they had a little kegerator and everything in there. So we went up and we were partying with them, and they left us there. Now, Jeffrey and I'm not so much anymore, but at the time we were pretty bad drunks, and thought we were humorous all the time. So they left us there, and we're like, fuck this, dude, let's take this kegerator, the whole thing, up to your hotel room. And of course we did it. So we unplugged this kegerator. We're, not thinking clearly. We did it half as a joke, but half is not a joke. And we get it up to his hotel room. Lots of people saw us on the way, laughing at us, trying to drag a kegerator through the hallways, onto the elevator, everything else. So we get to Jeff's room, and we had a single beer after we got the tap hooked up, back up on it and everything. Had one beer. We're drinking this beer, and we're like, okay, let's unplug this thing and take it back down. So we get it unhooked, and we're ready to take it back down. There's a knock at the door. Jeffrey goes to answer the door. We get bum rushed. All the dudes from Mark's Tattooing just bum rushed the fucking room. I had a guy come at me. I took a huge swing, drunk as shit, totally off balance, put way too much behind it, missed the guy. Next thing I know, I got a hand in my throat. I'm on the floor. I look over, Jeffrey's got a guy's boot literally in his throat, stepping on it. We just got fucked up. And I was, Jeffrey actually lost his job because the tattoo convention called his place of employment and had him fired. And I was barred from the convention, never allowed to return. So, you know, I thought that was a little funny story I'd share. Just the stupid shit you do when you're drunk and young. I shouldn't say too young because it was probably 8 years ago now. So I was probably like 28. Something, I can't do math. Somewhere around there. But thought maybe you guys would find that entertaining. Might do a little more of this style commentary from now on. So I hope you enjoyed it. And have fun, guys.